Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Yeah, it's been a long time since I said that, and I actually was in my car about to do something. So I was approved for DoorDash this past week or the week before. So I decided to go ahead and see what's popping on in my area. I did run into another DoorDash driver when I was doing Grubhub, and he was excited based on the area payout and everything like that. So we'll see if it's the same. I had to turn off their notification because when I tell you I'm not gonna look at your app for nothing, I'm not gonna look at your app. So leave me alone, sir, ma'am. So life has been happening. I haven't been out, but I have been able to take care of my health, so I'm happy about that. So let's go ahead and get into DoorDash and see what's happening today. All right, see you in a little bit. So I just had to unassign myself for these 2 orders at Burger King because the restaurant doesn't have clear instructions, and their dining is not open, and they want you to stay in that long ass drive-through. And I'm not 100% sure why the drive-through is that long in regards to it's Burger King, it's fast food. Why is it so slow? Like literally they're going like moving like ants, and they're sounding like they're moving like ants. So I went ahead and unassigned myself, got out of that long line, and I did receive another order that I did not capture the amount. I think it was going to about $10.50. So yeah. So we'll see what's going on. Like I said, that this is just an experiment for me because I don't foresee myself continually doing DoorDash. So either they're gonna let me go because of my practice of letting orders go, because I'm not with that foolishness. You hear me? So let me go ahead and pick up this order. Let's see honestly how far it's going, because I didn't pay attention to see how far it was going, and I'll be right back. I dropped off that order that I didn't know was a 2-person order because I clicked on it so fast. And so after leaving that, I did get some multiple offers that I declined, but I didn't decline. What I did is I just allowed for it to time out and unassign me. I don't know if that makes any difference. I just don't like to be threatened, and I feel like I was threatened when I clicked decline. So with that being said, after that I did receive another 2-person order to 2 different restaurants, Chipotle and Panera, and they are together, and the customers look like they're together. It looks like I'll be delivering to the pharmacy. So I am headed into, I'm sorry y'all, this bus stop, and I got a little nervous because I was kind of blacking away. But so I'm headed into Chipotle first, and then I guess I'll walk over to Panera because I'm not finna drive over there when it's literally in walking distance. So I'm going to take you guys along as I'm walking in and out of these restaurants. All right, see you in a little bit. Basically, I decided to get out to do DoorDash today to try to meet this challenge, to try to meet my goal, everything. So we'll see how I go. The first order I received was a Taco Bell. It was for $3, going 6.2 miles, I believe. And yeah, I didn't decline. And what I've been doing is letting the timer run out. I don't know if that makes a difference. We'll see. The next order I received was for a Mexican restaurant. I didn't screenshot the actual pay. I think it was going about $7 for 4 miles or 3. I can't remember, but I'll definitely show it after I complete the order. The pickup time says it's 11:23. It says this restaurant actually sends a text message when the order is ready. So I'm going to wait until like 11:21, and I am going, if I don't receive anything, I'm going to go in and see if the order is ready. So let me go ahead, and I'm losing the light. Let me go ahead and talk to you about, I wonder if that was a text message. Let's see. No. I want to talk to you about my first day experience with DoorDash. DoorDash does not give you a grace period, y'all. I needed a grace period. I needed to figure out what was going on. So I did get a contract violation for being extremely late, 11 minutes to be exact, to a restaurant, which is my fault, but not my fault. Why I say that is because I didn't turn on my directions, because of course where I was going to was just a restaurant I was familiar with, and yeah. But what happened was, this particular restaurant actually has two locations across the street from each other. So they have a standalone restaurant, and then they have one that's inside of a strip mall. And so what happened was, they I'm thinking that this is orders at the standalone, and I get there on time. I was greeted. I told them what I was there for. The young lady went into the store, the restaurant, came back out, didn't come to where I was at, went to another car. Did it again. Multiple people were going in and out of the restaurant, but not coming to where I was at. Some told me to, why are they so damn close to me? Like, why you gotta be so freaking close? Like, why would you pull up on somebody like that? Idiots. So what happened was, when they came through, so finally I was like, let me look back at the restaurant and the address. So I went ahead and I looked at the address, and I was like, oh, this should be the same, because I just came from around here and they all was the same, address. Like, it was in the same, range. And so then I decided to call. And when I called, the person greeted with their name, and then they said the restaurant, and then they said the location. And I was like, uh-oh. And I said, and she was like, hello. I was like, I said, oh, thank you, never mind. So I took my happy butt across the street. While I was doing that, the customer texted me and was like, hey, sometimes they send my order to the strip mall location and not the standalone. And I was like, and she said, if that helps. And I'm like, yes, because this whole time I'm communicating with the customer. So I'm still doing the same practices I've been doing with Grubhub and Uber Eats. When I get to the restaurant, alerting the customer I'm at the restaurant, letting the customer know if I'm waiting. So I'm still doing the same things I've been doing, but I was just at the wrong location doing this. And so I finally did get to the location. And again, the business note was not clear. So I'm in line waiting. And then when the young lady finally came to greet me, I told her what I was there for. And it was like, oh, you can just go ahead and park and go in. I'm thinking like, but y'all bringing orders out. Why can't y'all just bring everybody's order out? But whatever. So that's what I did. I went around, parked, and went in. So I did send additional information to see if they'll go ahead and consider removing that violation, based on the fact there was a couple factors there. The business note wasn't clear. If the business note was clear, I would have been I would have been on time. I would have known I was in the wrong location, because if the business note said for you to park and come in the mall, then I would have been like, oh, okay, I'm at the wrong location. But there was no business note. So we'll see what they say. But I'm not gonna let that get me down. I'm not gonna let that discourage me. There's other apps, so if DoorDash releases me it's from the contract, I'm totally fine. I keep pushing on with the other ones. So yeah, that's where we at with that. So I just wanted to stop in at this time to let you know what I'm up to at this present time, and I'll just fill you in about my experience as we go along with this DoorDash. I did the DoorDash up until I think 2 or 2:30 today, and then I may extend it because I did drop Pop off, so I do have until 5 o'clock, even later probably. So, but I really don't, because I really want to cook, so I'm not really feeling like staying out too much later. I have completed 8 of the 20 that they're requiring, so I just need 12 more. So right now I'm on the 9th one, and let's see if it flows better. It still has to make sense. I'm not finna take these orders just to reach a challenge. It has to make sense in my book. Yes. All right, until next time, you know the deal. I'm back from dropping off that order from the Mexican restaurant. I did receive another order from is this my order coming? No. From Chili's, which wasn't far from where my last location was, and I do have to wait for them to actually bring it to me. So I'm gonna show you, because I can't remember, I think it was like $7 and going 4 point something miles, but I'll definitely show it somewhere, and then from there we will see how long we have to actually wait. Now I did take a look at something to determine exactly what is expected out of me as a dasher, like when I'm supposed to wait, when I'm supposed to not, if I'm early, if I'm late, or so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you where it says that I should have picked this order up by 11 something, which I arrived prior to that, but the order still is not received to me. And then I'm going to show you where it says that I should drop it off by a certain time, and just let me know your thoughts on what does that really, is this like an estimated time, or are they holding you to that time? And we'll go from there. All right, I'll see you when we get back. I am back. I've done some orders since I last checked in, and I took a small break, and so here I am, and I don't know, y'all. I really at this point don't know if I should be chasing this challenge, because I feel like it's, I don't know, like when I look at other people challenges like that DoorDash has presented to them, they're doing 20 plus orders and getting $500, or they're doing 5 less orders and they're getting $100, and DoorDash wants me to do 20 orders and get $100. So is it worth it? I'm not really sure. So I'm really feeling like after I finish with this dash, which I think is 2 or 2:30, I'm gonna switch over to my Grubhub and see if I can make up the difference, with hopes that at least I can knock out some more orders, such as like at least like knock out the 20 since I'm out here, get the 100. But I need to make $75 outside of the $100 challenge in order to meet my weekly goal. So that's where we're sitting at this time, if it's worth it or not. So fix yourself, girl, looking crazy. So that's what we got. I just picked up an order from Five Guys. This wouldn't be an order I would typically pick up, but I went ahead and picked it up because I needed to see if Five Guys updated their process. And what I mean by that is, remember I told you that they hand you milkshakes open. So they did update their process, so I'm glad about that. So now the milkshakes are covered when they hand them to you. I still feel like that everything should go into a bag. I never should see or touch anything, but we're good to go with that. So here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's more going on. I probably don't check back in with y'all until the end of this dash. So until next time, peace. To find out what I earned for the week, let's first talk about what I earned in each platform, starting with the platform I earned the least in, which was Instacart. And that was for one batch for $26.12. The breakdown was the Instacart payment was $15.93, and the tips were $10.19. This is actually a 3 full service order batch that I picked up, and the reason why I picked it up is because these customers literally live like right next to each other. So I went ahead and picked that up. It was just an order where I had to do some refunds and replacements. So no biggie, no issue. When I did need to make changes, both customers was available to respond. So that was a plus. The next platform I earned money in was Grubhub, and it was for $36.54. The delivery pay was $18.21, and the tips were $18.33. Let's go ahead and break that down. That was just only for one day, 2 orders. Yes, and that was the same day that I did Instacart. The last platform and the platform I earned the most in was DoorDash, and it was for $222.47. This was for 21 orders. Let's go ahead and break it down. So on Saturday, I made $48.75. On Sunday, I made $73.72. What I learned is that I don't know if it times out after your dash, but I didn't extend it. So I just left it on. And then all of a sudden, like at the 5-hour mark, it kept reverting back and telling me to return a dash. And every time I return a dash, it'll pop me back out. So I had to end dash, then start dash, and we were good to go. And that's why it was broken up on Sunday. I did manage to get the challenge, which was a plus because I needed that because I hadn't did anything. So I had to stick with the challenge in order to meet my goal for the week, which is $250. But I was able to exceed that, and I actually made $285.13 for the week. So, like I said, the jury is still out with DoorDash. I'm still getting used to it. Hopefully, I hear something back about the violation and it's removed. If not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, I thank you. Everyone hit that thumbs up. And please share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Peace out.